What's up, guys? This is going to be my in the bag for the end of the 2025 season. I'm going to try to make it quick. I'm on the Prodigy Street team, have been for a few months now. I guess I just hit 935 rated. It's kind of sad. I wish I was higher, but I guess it's career high. But as far as my bag goes, I have a Discology V2. I've had 10 different bags. I've had lore bags, I've had MVP bags, I've had other Prodigy bags, but this bag is pretty cool because I like the colors. And also use my code in the description to get, I think it's 10% off all Discology bags. On the outside of my bag, I got my foundation patch, Prodigy. I also have this custom patch that you can get. You can order these on Prodigy's website, and then this is the Discology patch here. I have an Atlas chalk pouch, some loot grip bags, my foundation tag from our tags matches. I got an AM Challenge towel and some other towel and a max distance retriever. So that's what's outside the bag. Now let's jump inside the bag. My putters, I've been putting with PA3s pretty much all year. So this has been kind of worked out nicely because I wasn't on Team Prodigy at the beginning of the year, but I'm still using PA3, so I still get to use the putters that I have been liking this whole time. They're just beaded putters. Basically, everyone tries to make a PA3, and they can't do it. They can't do it as good as Prodigy does it. And these are also sick factory second ones that have double stamped, and they're also like swirled. So like, that's pretty sick. I really appreciate the people in the warehouse for getting me those because I did it a certain way. So appreciate them. Now I also have one throwing putter, I guess. This is my PA2. It's kind of my straight to slight flip up. Sometimes I'll throw it on forehand, but this is just like, if I need to hit a straight line, I'm throwing this. For my approach discs, I have three. My two main ones are going to be this Glow A5 that my brother got me. Shout out ZP Disc Golf. Go check out his channel. And then this Distortion that I took the stamp off. I got this during my first team allotment this year. And this is just like a little bit more overstable than my A5. I'll probably throw my A5 if I'm throwing backhand. And I'll probably throw this one if I'm throwing forehand. Is basically the best way I can describe that. And then I recently got this one. It's a Tour Series A3. This is also the ultra soft one. So this is going to be sick for the winter. So that's really why I got it, for the colder weather. But it's still pretty stable too. So I thought that the ultra soft, I haven't really thrown it yet. I thought it was going to be less stable, but no, it's still good. So go check that out. Now for my mid-ranges, I got four. First up, my M2. This is my workhorse mid-range. This is a great slight hyzer flip. It holds whatever line you put it on, so it's not flippy per se, but it always like has that little finish at the end, but it holds straight. So this is great. This is my little custom stamp here, but I got more on the way, so I won't have to necessarily use this Sharpie stamp one much longer, but this one I still like. Then I have two M4s. This is a Tour Series one, and this is an ultra soft one. So this one's new to the bag, but it's been a lot of fun. So I'm probably gonna use this for the winter, or if I ever play Independence and have to and hit a tree so it doesn't bounce all the way down to 8 holes over. So that's also why I have those. And then I have been throwing MX2s for a while, but this is the Elysium new MX2, the Glow one. So these feel sick, and this is a great overstable mid-range. I've aced a few times with my other one, so I'm excited to start throwing this one. This one's brand new. For my fairway drivers, this is my fairway drivers here. So I'm gonna go bottom to top. I got a F1. This is a great slight flip up, but still really stable fairway driver. So this is a really underrated mold in Prodigy's lineup. I don't think I've ever thrown an F1 that I don't like. So these are great. What else we got? F3. This is a great hyzer flip to flat. or a flat to turnover shot. So this is a really great disc. This color's sick, and I hope I never lose this one because I love this disc. And now new to the bag is this Branded Brown feedback. This one, the plastic's a little gummier, but I've also heard and kind of up to this point experienced that these ones are a little straighter, so they're a little bit more on the understable side compared to other feedbacks I have. So this kind of, I'm still experimenting with this one because it's newer. And then I have an FX2, so talking about stable, this one has plenty of stability. I use this for forehands or flex backhand shots, and that's all I really have to say about that. So, and then I have two H1s. The H1 is a great overstable 10-speed. It's a really reliable overstable disc, and I love throwing them on forehand because they do exactly what I want. I have two of them. I mean, maybe one's gonna get more beaten. I'll throw one over the other so I don't lose one. Which, that's valid, right? And then I got an FX3, which this is a hyzer flip to straight or a flat to turnover, kind of similar to the F3. Obviously, it's just FX3, so it's a little bit faster, a little bit farther flying version of the F3. And then I also have an F model OS, so this is slightly understable, but it still always has that reliable fade at the end. This is great for forehands, great for backhands as well. I mean, what disc isn't good for both, you know? But this one is great for a slight turnover backhand that I know is still gonna fade. Now, finally, my distance drivers. So this one is the only odd man out. This is a newer D2, so this is pretty flat. The updated D2 flight numbers are 12503. So these are, the newer D2s are very overstable and live up to those flight numbers. So this is a great disc to have for wind fighting, and I actually love throwing this one on forehand. So that's great. The rest of these are all D3s. So I don't know if you can see that. Let me flip it around. These are all different versions of D3s. This is a Tour Series D3, primarily forehand because this one's super flat. It does get a nice turn, but always has that reliable stability, and it feels great for forehand. So that's why I have this one. This one is a Luke Humphreys. They're basically all Luke Humphreys, but this is a 500 D3. This one's pretty straight right now, but I'm expecting it to be, well, it is more understable than the other ones I have, but I'm expecting it to beat into a lot more understable. So excited for this one coming this off season, but I don't really throw this one that much right now. These ones are the workhorse ones, the 400 Luke Humphreys D3s. These ones, pretty much every single one I've ever got has sick amount of dome. They feel great in the hand. I think you can kind of get the idea with how much dome these things have. But these are sick bombers. They get nice turn and good overstability. The updated D3 flight numbers are 12, 5, -1, 3. So kind of like your popular overstable distance driver that, you know what I'm saying when I say that. But the D3 is great. And then this is my most overstable D3. This is a reblend D3, which also has a good amount of dome to it, but the reblend plastic is pretty overstable. So this is a great confident backhand hyzer shot, confident flex shot for me. And the D3 is just a great driver. That's why I have so many of them. So that does it for my in the bag. I've got a few more things coming in the mail, so I'll be making videos on that. I got Prodigy Club Box coming soon, so stay tuned for that. And also, don't tell anyone, but I got Gyropalooza box coming as well. So those are going to be up and coming here soon. So be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.